Hey everyone! Welcome back to Speak English with Mishu. I'm Emily and I'm so glad you're here. Liam, how's your week been?
Honestly, Emily, it's been a roller coaster. But one thing kept me going: positive thinking. Even when I messed up a little presentation at work, I reminded myself, at least I tried, and next time will be better. That small thought changed how I felt.
I love that. Something similar happened to me this week. I was in a group class and I was nervous about speaking up. Normally, my negative voice says, "Don't say anything, you'll sound silly." But this time, I told myself, "Emily, just speak. Even if it's not perfect, it's progress." And guess what? I actually enjoyed it.
That's powerful, and it's exactly why today's topic matters so much: how positive thinking changes your English learning journey.
Yes, because learning English isn't only about grammar and vocabulary. It's also about your mindset. The way you think can either make your journey easier and fun or stressful and painful.
And here's the hook for today. What if I told you that the words you tell yourself in your mind, like, "I can do this," or "I'm improving every day," are just as important as the English words you're learning?
Ooh, that's so true. So, listeners, stay with us because by the end of this episode, you'll see how positive thinking can change not only your learning speed, but also your confidence, your memory, and even your happiness while learning English. So, let's dive in. Positive thinking might sound simple, but when it comes to learning English, it's like having a secret weapon. Think about it. Two students sit in the same class. One says, "I'll never understand this." The other says, "This is hard, but I can learn step by step." Who do you think learns faster?
Exactly, the student with the positive mindset. Because our brains are like sponges, they soak up more when we believe in ourselves. Negative thoughts actually block learning. They create stress, and stress makes it harder to remember words or speak clearly.
That's why this topic is so important. Many learners think the problem is grammar, vocabulary, or pronunciation. But deep down, the real problem is mindset. If you're always telling yourself, "I'm bad at English," your brain will believe it.
And here's the good news: you can reprogram your brain. Just like learning new words, you can learn new ways of thinking. Positive thinking isn't about ignoring mistakes. It's about looking at mistakes as steps forward, not steps backward.
Yes, and I know many of our listeners have felt stuck. Maybe you've been studying for years but still don't feel confident. Maybe you freeze when someone speaks to you. Today's conversation is here to show you your thoughts can either push you down or lift you up.
So in this episode, we'll explore the struggles learners face, the reasons behind them, and then we'll give you practical, positive solutions. And don't worry, we'll also teach some useful vocabulary along the way to help you sound more natural.
Stick with us because by the end, you'll have tools not just for English, but for life. Let's be real for a second. Learning English is not always easy. Many of our listeners probably know the feeling. You sit in class, the teacher asks a question, and suddenly your mind goes blank. You know the answer, but fear stops you.
Oh yes, I've seen that so many times. And what usually happens? After class, the student thinks, "I'm so stupid. I can't even say a simple sentence." That one negative thought kills their confidence.
And it becomes a cycle. The next time they want to speak, they remember the embarrassment. Their brain whispers, "Don't try again, you'll fail." So they stay quiet. The more they stay quiet, the less practice they get.
Exactly. And here's another real-life problem: comparison. Learners often look at others and think, "Wow, she speaks so well. I'll never be like that." That mindset steals motivation. Instead of feeling inspired, they feel defeated.
And let's not forget mistakes. Everyone makes them, but many learners treat mistakes like disasters. For example, someone says, "I go to school yesterday." Instead of thinking, oops, I should say went, they think, I'm terrible at English. One small error becomes a big emotional storm.
The truth is, these problems are not really about English. They're about how we think about English. Negative thinking creates fear, and fear blocks growth.
So, listeners, if you've ever felt stuck, embarrassed, or afraid to speak, know that you are not alone. Every learner has been there. But the difference between those who grow and those who quit is how they handle those thoughts. Okay, so now that we understand the causes, let's start with our first solution, reframing mistakes.
I love that word, reframe. It means changing the way you look at something. For example, instead of thinking, I made a mistake, I'm bad at English, you can reframe it as, I made a mistake, so I just discovered what to fix.
Exactly. Think about a baby learning to walk. When they fall, nobody says, oh no, you'll never walk. We cheer for them. Good try. Get up again. Why don't we treat ourselves the same way with English?
That's such a good point. Mistakes are not failures. They are evidence that you're learning. If you're making mistakes, it means you're using the language, not hiding from it.
So here's a practical exercise for our listeners. The next time you make a mistake, say this sentence out loud. This mistake is my teacher. Repeat it. Train your brain to see mistakes as lessons, not enemies.
And to make it fun, you can even keep a mistake journal. Write down your mistakes, but instead of feeling bad, celebrate them. For each one, write the correct version too. Over time, you'll see how much you've improved.
I love that idea. Positive thinking starts with the little things. And if you reframe mistakes, you'll already feel lighter and more confident in your English journey. Our second solution is positive self-talk. You see, the way you talk to yourself matters more than you realize.
Oh, yes, because your brain listens to your words, even the silent ones. If you keep saying, I'm terrible at English, your brain believes it. But if you say, I'm improving step by step, your brain starts working with you, not against you.
Exactly. Think of self-talk as planting seeds. Negative words grow weeds. Positive words grow flowers. If you want your English to bloom, you have to choose the right seeds.
I remember when I was learning Spanish, I used to panic every time I couldn't remember a word. But then I started saying to myself, it's okay, I'm still learning, I'll get it next time. That one small change gave me the courage to keep trying.
That's such a great example. And for our listeners, here's a quick exercise. Every morning, look in the mirror and say one positive English sentence to yourself. Something like, I'm becoming a confident English speaker.
Or every day my English is getting better. It might feel silly at first, but trust us, your brain will slowly start to believe it. And once your brain believes, your actions will follow.
Yes, positive self-talk is like fuel. It doesn't mean you'll never struggle. It means you'll have the energy to keep going, even when it's hard. Now let's move to our third solution. Surround yourself with positivity, because the environment you're in plays a huge role in how you think.
Oh, that's so true. Imagine trying to learn English in a group where everyone complains, it's too hard, we'll never be fluent. That negativity is contagious. It pulls you down.
Exactly. But if you surround yourself with people who encourage you, suddenly you feel braver. For example, maybe you join a study group where everyone cheers when you try. That energy changes everything.
And it's not just people. It's also what you consume daily. If you spend hours watching videos about how hard English is, you'll believe it. But if you listen to motivational podcasts, uplifting stories, or inspiring learners, you'll start thinking differently.
Yes, I know a student who started following English learners on social media who shared their progress. Every time she saw their posts, she thought, if they can do it, I can too. Slowly, her own posts turned positive as well.
That's the beauty of it. Positivity spreads. When you're around it, you can't help but absorb it. And when you share your own positive journey, you also inspire others.
So here's a practical step for our listeners. Choose one positive English environment this week. It could be a podcast, a group, a YouTube channel, or even a supportive friend. Make it a daily part of your life.
Because at the end of the day, the more positive voices you hear, the louder your own positive voice becomes.
All right, our fourth solution is visualizing success. This one is powerful because your brain often believes what it sees, even if it's just in your imagination.
Yes, athletes use this all the time. Before a big game, they close their eyes and imagine themselves winning, scoring, or running perfectly. That mental picture actually boosts their performance. And guess what? You can use the same trick for English.
Exactly. For example, picture yourself sitting in a cafe, speaking English confidently with a friend. Imagine the smile on your face when the other person understands you. That positive image can motivate you more than hours of worrying about mistakes.
I remember doing this when I had to give my first English presentation. The night before, I visualized myself standing tall, speaking clearly, and the audience clapping. When the real moment came, was I perfect? No, but I felt way more confident because I had already seen my success in my mind.
That's such a great story. And here's a tip for our listeners. Before your next English practice, close your eyes for 1 minute. Imagine yourself speaking smoothly, smiling, and enjoying the moment. Do this daily. It will slowly train your brain to expect success, not failure.
And when your brain expects success, your body follows. You'll stand straighter, breathe easier, and speak with more confidence.
So, visualization is not magic, it's preparation. And it's one more way positive thinking changes your English learning journey. Okay, so we've talked about solutions, but let's be honest. Positive thinking is not always easy. There will be obstacles.
True. One big obstacle is doubt. You tell yourself, I'm improving, but then you forget a word, and immediately the doubt sneaks in. See, I knew I wasn't good enough.
Oh, yes, that little negative voice can be so loud. But here's the thing, just because the voice is there doesn't mean it's true. Doubt is just a thought, not a fact.
Exactly. Another obstacle is impatience. Many learners want quick results. They start practicing positive thinking for 1 week and expect to become fluent. When progress feels slow, they give up.
That's such a good point. Positive thinking is like exercise. You don't go to the gym once and expect six-pack abs. You build it little by little. Same with English. You build confidence step by step.
And let's not forget fear of judgment. Learners often say, what if people laugh at me? What if I sound funny? That fear is real. But here's the truth. Most people don't care about your mistakes. They care about your effort.
Yes, in fact, many people admire you for trying. Think about it. If someone speaks your language imperfectly, you don't laugh at them. You appreciate their courage. The same is true for you when you speak English.
So the key to overcoming obstacles is patience, practice, and reminding yourself mistakes, doubt, and fear are normal. They don't mean stop. They mean keep going.
Exactly. Obstacles are part of the journey, not the end of it. Positive thinking doesn't erase them, but it gives you the strength to walk through them. Okay, Liam, let's do a quick role play to show how positive thinking works in real life English practice.
Sounds fun. Let's say I am a student trying to order coffee in English, but I'm nervous.
Great. I'll be the barista. Go ahead, Liam.
Uh, Hi, I mean, could I have a coffee, please?
Perfect. That was clear and polite. See, even with hesitation, you communicated.
Wow, I thought I sounded terrible.
And here's the positive thinking part. Instead of saying, I messed up, you can say, I tried and I was understood. Next time I'll be smoother.
Ah, I see. So even small wins count.
Exactly. Let's try another. You're asking for directions to the library.
Excuse me, library? How I go there?
That's good. And now, instead of thinking, I'm bad at English, reframe it. I spoke, I practiced, I learned. That's progress.
I feel more confident already.
That's the power of positive thinking in action. You see, the words you tell yourself after speaking shape your learning.
And role-playing like this makes it real, not just theory.
Yes. Listeners, try it at home. Speak out loud, make small mistakes, and reward yourself mentally for every attempt. Positive reinforcement works wonders. Now, let's learn some useful words and phrases from today's episode that can help your English journey and positive thinking.
Okay, Emily, what's the first word?
The first word is reframe. It means to change the way you think about something. Example, I reframed my mistake as a learning opportunity.
Got it. Second word?
Encourage. It means to give support or confidence. Example, my teacher encouraged me to speak more English.
Nice. Third?
Visualization. This means imagining a positive outcome in your mind. Example, I use visualization to feel confident before speaking English.
That's a powerful one. Fourth?
Progress. It's the improvement you make over time. Example, I see my progress every day when I practice English.
I love that. Fifth?
Patience, being calm and persistent while waiting for results. Example, learning English requires patience and practice.
And the last one?
Confidence, belief in yourself and your abilities. Example, positive thinking helps build confidence in speaking English.
Perfect. Listeners, try using these words in your sentences today. They're small but powerful tools for learning and thinking positively.
All right, listeners, let's recap what we've learned today. Positive thinking isn't just a nice idea, it's a tool that can change your entire English learning journey.
Yes, we talked about reframing mistakes, using positive self-talk, surrounding yourself with positivity, and visualizing success. Each of these strategies gives your brain the support it needs to learn faster and feel confident.
And remember, obstacles like doubt, impatience, and fear are normal. They don't stop your progress, they're just part of the journey. What matters is how you respond to them.
Small steps count. Every time you speak English, reframe mistake, encourage yourself, or visualize success, you are building confidence and fluency. Positive thinking isn't instant magic. It's consistent practice.
So today, take one action. Speak English out loud, write a positive sentence about yourself, or imagine a successful English conversation. That one action will start a chain reaction in your learning journey.
Absolutely. Your English journey is not about perfection. It's about progress. Keep moving forward and enjoy every step.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode. Stay positive, stay motivated, and keep speaking English.